Oh, you do. You win.
That one.
Alrighty. So,
And it's on, yeah.
let's get that up. Okay, that's working. Nothing's broken yet.
Yeah.
Come work. Okay, so as you all remember, we are in Cragworth. Behold, Cragworth.
Yeah.
I do not, in fact, remember.
Yeah, you were not here. Okay, so you did. Yeah, I know why you weren't here because you didn't react to some of the names of the place. A map that I drew years ago.
We made all the jokes for you, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes. All right. So, your adventuring group, after spending some time that you can't remember in Sigil, made it all the way to Cragworth in your airship. You landed. Were confronted by some side quests that you ignored, and made your way down the shaft.
Look, maybe you gotta spell the side quests in a side quest board. Maybe we ignored things without realizing we're getting into it.
Oh, we'll get
Also, we killed False Lilu.
Oh yes, but
yeah.
the first
It
thing.
was a lich.
Yeah, the first thing that happened is once you landed, Meg stays away for a couple of sessions and then comes back to kill someone.
Oh, wow. That sounds...
So yes,
Ended up being one of our old party members who's actually
Yes.
a lich in this game.
yes. So the lich was eventually dispatched by Rodak cutting the lich's head off and then drop kicking it all the way down the mountain, doing a significant amount of damage.
Gravity.
Yes, gravity always wins.
I would hope so.
Anyway, so then after the first half of that session was destroyed, thanks, Meg, you guys went down into the common level and into a pub called the Bearded Lady, in which several side quests said hello. Everybody, let's not name names, Sky, started drinking and failed a
I
constitution.
think you just failed your own side quest to not name the name.
Yeah. Anyway, she eventually failed a constitution saving throw, and when a character gets drunk, they're mine. So we cut to several minutes later as everybody was running from the burning tavern.
One of the side quest people stuck with us for some reason.
Yes.
The thing is, nobody seems to care about the tavern. I have brought it up multiple times to officials, and they're like, yeah, it's chilling, yeah, we're fine.
Yep.
I mean, though,
They were
the governor seemed kind of disturbed.
They were evading taxes anyway.
Oh, there is an answer to that question. Not that it's a question. Anyway, at that point, Free possessed Axel for a brief moment and caused Sky to run away, fly away, and the rest of you were marched. Yes, you were marched to the governor's house where you met the governor, Governor Silverborn of Cragworth. She's the dwarf in charge of the whole city. Her and her pet spiders. She charged you with going to solve a locked room mystery. Someone was killed in the Clamour estate. Lady Clamour herself, a socialite. And there was a party that evening, several guests. You have a list of suspects if you need a reminder in the journal. Under locations, then Dyrecinder, and then Cragworth, and then suspects. There's a list of suspects.
Sounds sus.
Oh, yes. Excellent. We're starting early. Uh, anyway,
You gotta start somewhere.
so this is the Clamour estate, and it's just, I think for brevity's sake, Era, you are with them all. Oh, that is the wrong thing.
Yay!
I did write a whole thing about what happens to Sky, and if Meg does join us at some point, she'll know what happens to Sky.
Damn.
Sky's not here.
She's probably sulking in the ceiling of the cavern.
No. She's having
or killing somebody in that way.
Yes. Anyway, so the last thing you did is you questioned some people. You looked at the body. You found that the body was a dwarven lady of advanced years, shall we say. She was stabbed in the back several times by a poisoned dagger. She was found in a spare bedroom that was locked. The bathroom right next to the toilet. So here is the body. I don't know if you guys can see the map yet.
The body.
The corpse.
The corpse, yes. In this bathroom, so all the bathrooms you established, the sinks and toilets were blocked by dead rats. This bathroom here was not. So the dwarf whose name you're trying to clear,
The Mopar water.
that's the one. He used this bathroom because he was feeling poorly after the meal and had to go throw up several times. You establish that the window of that bathroom opens and there's a little walkway that leads to the spare bedroom, but it doesn't seem like this window was used. So it does.
Little things to market.
Yeah, and it does seem like it's a little bit of a setup.
Oh,
Somebody's joining.
hey, Rodak.
Hello.
There's like thieves' cant on the back of one of them to market to be left open.
What?
Oh,
Oh,
we're
we're
talking about the things you know about already.
We're doing
No?
recap, laying the scene.
Did we solve the murder yet?
No.
Way from.
Not yet. Not yet.
We are doing
No.
it. We are
Uh,
still
We are in the
doing
process. We are in the
Okay.
process.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, so currently you are in the lounge. Additional to the team, you have the dwarf Avina, who has just sort of been tagging along. Nobody's told her to leave. And she asserts that a very drunken Sky said she could join the team.
Oh, she followed us into the house.
Yes, she's just randomly with you guys.
Yeah, chill. We're chilling.
And as you guys...
Just kind of vibing.
Yeah, and as you guys are... Oh, my notes are broken. No, here we go. As you guys are waiting there, because... Okay, so you questioned the cook. The cook confirmed that the elven lady, Ludmilla, did go down to the kitchen mid-dinner to ask for the recipe from the cook. Her being the cook, she confirmed that. Anyway, you sent for the head housekeeper, who is Maud. So as you're waiting for Maud, you guys are sitting around trying to figure things out, trying to piece things together. Avina, she looks like she's really excited for this thing. And she's just here, and she says, "Oh, it's exciting, isn't it? A murder. I saw a murder once, Never got the chance to solve it. You think the butler did it? I think the butler did it."
Except in this case, the butler is missing.
Well, does that make him guilty?
I'm not sure. But in this case, we have a murder and a missing person, so there's a lot to take in.
Oh, good point. Alright, so as you guys are waiting for the head housekeeper, you also hear the clanging of armored boots coming down the hallway, and entering the room is one of those shield dwarves that led you here, the official guards of the city. And he sort of ruffles his beard as he looks at this weird motley crew in front of him, and says, "Oh, have you solved it yet?"
No.
Almost, good sir.
Almost. Yeah, we're almost there.
Well, we
In a
can't.
manner of the word.
We can't wait forever, so I'm going to give you another hour, what you say. And if you don't have something substantial, and really we need evidence, a motive, or best of all, a confession, then we'll have to take old Firewater down. Because most of the evidence points to him.
And
What
may I-
evidence, by the way? We've already talked to people, but we didn't heard any evidence against Farwater.
Well, he did have a poison dagger on his person.
He had one.
Indeed.
How do you know it was a poison dagger?
Well, Bob down at the lab had a little wee lick, and well, we sent flowers to his family.
Okay, look.
Because you hear about it in the stories, right? Where people go, "Oh, there's a puddle on the ground. Let me have a wee taste." And you know, when you're picking bits of your face off the ground, and you think maybe that's not a good idea.
How do we know? You're trying to rush this investigation. And now you've told me another person related to you has died. How do we know you're not some serial psycho killer?
I just got here. I wasn't at the
Maybe.
party.
Look, I'm beginning to think I'm very suspicious of you. I'm seriously beginning to think maybe you did it. So maybe if you want to clear some of the suspicion, you want to maybe give us a bit more time than you're currently proposing.
Okay, make an intimidation check, please.
Okay.
I'm unsure.
Can we help?
Okay, we've
I'm
got
unsure. It simply sounds like people under the name of Bob seem to just die under mysterious circumstances in these lands.
I will make an intimidation check the moment my character sheet loads.
everybody's got a card, right? Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Wait, let me-
Sir, I knew a Bob once. I tried to catch him, but his face was not so terrible against my hand.
At which point, when you say that,
There we go.
21's nice. Which when you say that,
It's 9 plus 10 even.
Avina frowns and says, "Bob, you mean that one that your friend Sky was mouthing off at the bar about?"
Yes, that one. That one. I still hear him sometimes. Pretty
Okay.
sure.
Axel, make an insight check. With 21 intimidation, well, fine if you put it that way. Scary. Does he need a meal? He's looking a bit thin.
I just want to say, give us the time we need, and I'll make sure to clear your name in this whole situation.
Well, all right. Best I can do is 2 hours, but we're pushing it.
That's fine. Double is great. Double is better than less than double.
But why the push for the quick timing? What's the rush for?
There's a room full of angry guests in there. Some of them important people. They're gonna leave, and the story's gonna come out. The whole reason you lot are here is to stop what's his face, Firewater, from being, taken down and being bad for the governor's rep and all that.
All right.
Okay. What's my insight reading?
14, you've got no idea. You do right, but vaguely remember Sky in the bar.
Whoa.
Okay, go for it.
Before this happens, sorry, what skill is insight?
Is it wisdom or is it intelligence? Can anybody remember?
It's wisdom. Okay,
Thank
continue.
Whoa. Continue.
Continue. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, it's wisdom.
It is wisdom, so yeah. No mind, continue. Go right ahead.
No worries.
Basil,
By the way, the ace card is an automatic critic. Anyway.
So I glean nothing, but
Yes, sorry, yeah, the 14, you get nothing, but you do vaguely remember Sky saying something to a random person in a tavern that the only person that really gave her life for her was this random guy called Bob. And if Bob was ever in danger, she might, do whatever they want.
It's always a Bob.
somehow that does not sound right.
Since time is
Somehow.
short, what honestly is our policy on torture?
Well,
It is
I'm just gonna say it.
bankrupt. So Rodak.
I'm just gonna say it, and you didn't hear it from me, that if it's someone important that you torture, no, I can't condone murder. What am I saying? Let's just let it not get back to the governor. Let me put it that way.
Well, Char can torture that into place. I don't know, guys. Come
Besides,
on.
and besides, it is very morally bankrupt, Sir Rodak. You don't want to be bankrupt, do you?
Okay, I know you're new here, but morally bankrupt is sort of my thing.
Yes, I see, sir. Yes, I see. Carry on then.
Well, all right.
Everybody's
I'm
so
gonna
mad.
Well, I think
Watching for approval. Like, do we?
I would only condone the torture if it's somebody who isn't, let's say, a decent person.
Define decent and indecent.
Okay. And
Well, the thing is, field expedient torture doesn't always work in practice almost ever, so then we'd just be doing it to hurt them. So you have to weigh down your options of whether you just want to hurt somebody for the sake of it.
In my experience, Mr. Federer, a good judging of a guest's moral character is whether or not they prefer their tea served with or without sugar.
Which
What
way
if
around?
Well, what if it's the kink?
Well, I don't know that. That complicates things.
The DM just face palms at that point. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I don't even have one for that one.
Okay, I was about to whisper this and I realized Richard's not here. So at which point, Tusa says, wait, does anybody hear that? And everybody
Yeah, what?
quiets down.
The
I don't
dog?
mean the dog. Okay. Everybody quiets down and listens. I need a perception check from everybody. Let's all roll some dice.
Okay. Rolling. Perception.
I am
Yay.
rolling terribly so far.
Rordak, your perception is beautiful.
I perceive nothing.
Hey, you perceive more than I do.
Yeah.
What is the perception? But there it is.
Okay. So Axel 9, Rodak 3, Lil 22, Error 23. Okay, so everybody who rolled above 20, Tusa's got a sick passive perception, by the way. So Lilith and Era, you hear. So on the roof there are air vents, and you've seen these air vents throughout the city of Cragworth. Because it's deep underground, you need fresh air pumped in. You can hear there's a slight whistle of air, but in that whine there is something of a whisper, indistinct. You can't make out words, and then it stops.
Can we tell which direction? Like, where is it coming from?
It's coming from the vents, sort of all the vents at the same time.
Us, Mongus.
So it truly is us.
I look into my cloak for Moxie and Nit closet and send them into the vents.
Dirty,
I look
dirty
at
work again.
those two and sick them.
Right.
Yeah, I
So
would have set the whole thing on fire. just smoke the guy out. But
Okay, so
it'll work.
they each take a different vent, cussing as they go. We're doing all the work, we don't get any of the credit. And as the voice sort of echo as they climb up. Hey, it's cold in here.
I whispered to Lilith, maybe be nicer to your familiars.
They're just cranky.
This is great.
They're just. You steal the words from my mouth.
Sorry.
Marcel.
Sorry.
They're just great.
Okay, so as you're waiting for the familiar, I'm eating, I'm sorry.
You're forgiven.
Thank you. That's all I needed, now I can retire. Thank you, bye-bye. Okay, as you're waiting, the head housekeeper appears. We have a little picture. Where is she?
Show us the beauty.
Maud. So, you see, enter is a rather elderly halfling. Which you should see appearing in the chat soon.
Aw, she lovely.
Yeah.
Aw.
Well, hello, dearies. I believe you're not the same guests we had last night. Well, maybe you
What
are.
guest did you have last night?
You, you have a talking cat.
Yeah, it's cool, riveting. What guess did you have last night?
The people, the fancy ladies. Yes?
Can you tell us their name?
Do you know why we're here?
Yes. Our kind employer has met the Grim Reaper.
I think she's just dead.
Yes.
That too.
That's what she means.
That
That's
too?
what she means you in.
Oh, sorry.
Anyways, we would like some information to find out what happened to her because we know she was stabbed and someone must have done it. Do you have?
And paralyzed.
Well,
Yes.
I'm happy to answer your questions as long as none of you play the flute. I hate the flute.
I only play the drums.
That's better.
Lilith now looks a bit nervous and shuts up a bit.
I play the triangle.
I've never been there.
Were they not, madam, I'm sure no one in our company would be as deplorable as to play an instrument such as the flute.
Well, playing it poorly is the worst. Like last night, someone was terrible at the flute. Peep here, peep there, not a whole sound. It's like they were unfamiliar with it and blowing in the wrong ends.
And like as you say that, Era just like coughs into the side like.
Anyway, none of you brought any rats with you, did you? Though the bathrooms are terribly blocked by dead rats. Who does that?
I don't believe the rats are of our company. I do not believe.
It's my job to get them all out. They're in the plumbing, you know.
Do you often have a rat problem here?
Sometimes, but they don't go drowning themselves. They sort of chitter in the walls and do whatever rats do. Well, you had questions?
Going back to business, are the housekeepers, so what could you tell us about your mistress? What's she like?
She's very good, very good. Her family have looked out for me from a young age. Saved me from the streets, you know. That's all I know. But now...
Did she ever have any enemies?
Oh, No. She did have several lovers for a while, though. Never
Oh, can you
settled
tell
down.
us about them?
Well, they were distinctly non-dwarf, dear. And her
Many people would say that is one step away from having many enemies.
True, true. Is this machine with you? Can anyone else hear him speak?
Yes, we can hear.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, I am with this party, madam.
Well, do any of you need a housekeeper? I am distinctly between jobs and employers at the moment.
And if she offers catch the killer, then what? Oh, hey.
Any
Okay.
dirty laundry you'll not have, perhaps?
Yes.
Oh,
Clothes. We have literally never washed our clothes since once a year.
ah! That explains the smell.
It explains the smell, yes.
Mm.
So, are you good at getting rid of tough stains?
Yes.
Like
The-
blood.
Oh no, I was thinking more connected with the many lovers part, but yes.
No, that's fair.
Mm.
Can
I-
you remove many blood stains?
When I'm pushed to it, I suppose. What business are you lot in?
That is a very good question, madam.
Well, anyway, didn't you have questions for me?
Who did the murder?
Yeah. The killer!
Yes, who's the killer?
The murderer!
Who's the murderer?
I'm only the housekeeper.
Are any of her have any of her lovers been around these past 2 days?
No, yes, that new one. That human. The one with the pipe. Well, I mean, the smoking pipe.
Yes.
I can't speak about the rest.
Is he
I
around
do
here right
remember
now?
This is the dining room
Yes,
for the
he's
others.
one of the guests.
Yes?
If I do remember correctly, Thumlin used some magic to get confessions out of them, and he did reveal to have loved her, the victim, but he also said that he didn't do it.
And he
Correct.
was charmed when he said that.
Yes. I came rushing up here when the dear cook, a fiery little lady, when she was screaming, and the door was locked. I could not find our dear butter, that bloody goblin. Anyway, he has a skeleton key, but he was not there. Well, I had some special skills from my time on the streets as a young girl. But I still remember, and I picked the lock, and well, we found the terrible scene. The mistress doesn't usually lie on the floor, you know what I mean?
Yes. By the way, since you are from the streets and probably know some of those things, are you aware of the thieves' can script on the window of the room the victim was in?
Never. We don't allow graffiti in this room, in this house. It's strictly against the rules. Where is it?
In the window.
Maybe you shouldn't clean it now, though it might be pertinent to us solving the murder.
Inside or outside?
Again, maybe better you not know so you don't worry about it, while it still might be important to us.
Fine. But it's going to
She
bother
might
me.
help us with the information.
Okay, you go
Are
ahead.
you able to read thieves' scans?
Indeed, I know a smattering. Not used it in a long time, so I'm a bit rusty.
Since you're the housekeeper, I think it's a bit it's a bit far-fetched, but am I correct to guess that you're able to see the handwriting of those your fellow staff members?
Not a stretch, yes. Sort of pushes up her glasses.
Then perhaps you may help us with that. If you can clear them out, or maybe identify as it is one of their handwriting.
I can do that. I'll
We
go
thank
that
you.
way then. Yes. Well, any luck tracking down our dear Mr. Treadwell, the butler? He's not reported for duty this morning.
Does he often go missing?
No, he's often about with his pet bee.
Where does he usually stay?
In the lower reaches of the house, but his room is empty. Bed not slept in. He might be in one of the secret passages. You know what goblins are like. He has a little corridor going up and down. I don't know where it is, but perhaps if you find the lock, I can open it for you. Well, do you know who did it yet, perhaps? Because they won't get lunch.
Butler? I don't.
We
Oh.
have I have my suspicions.
Well, if you ask me, I've got my eye on that human fellow. Never liked humans.
Was that the lover?
Yes.
Yes.
As far as I heard, he's in debt.
Okay.
Are there any missing valuables in the victim's room that you know of?
No. Everything is exactly as I left it last time. No cobwebs on anything.
Oh, well, that sounds awful.
Well, what was I supposed to say? I'm telling the truth.
Can I insight check that?
Go for it. Inside check.
What he's saying, madam, is that you should have lied. Said something more interesting.
Your machine is quite charming. Can I keep him? 17. Okay, she's tempted.
That will be up to another member who's currently not here.
The AX31 service unit is not for sale.
That is not up to you either.
Okay, with 17, you discovered she's not hiding anything.
Okay.
Okay. So she also says, "Well, I like the others, and the priest and the mage seem quite touchy. I do like the other elf, though. She's very nice. Always concerned for everyone's well-being. Well, just last night, before the screaming started, she was checking on dear Farwater as he was spilling his guts in the only working toilet."
Are
Well,
you sure they didn't poison him?
well, and wasn't the food. Otherwise, they all would have been lining up one working toilet, as I said.
Hmm.
And can the differing constitutions of the races of the people involved potentially lead to
No,
the illness?
because there was also another dwarf involved, and he
Okay.
didn't get sick.
Okay.
But this
So
one that was
let us be-
taking care of the sick guy, is it a familiar individual in this area?
You mean the human?
No, the one because I didn't out of character. I didn't hear if that was the elf or the one who was taking care of the puking dude.
Oh, okay, yeah. So there's an elf. So there's a list of suspects, and the one she's referring to that she thinks is nice is Ludmilla, the representative of the Sale Council. I don't know if you guys can see this thing.
Okay.
So Gimel Farwater is the one you're trying to clear. He is a rival of Ivan Ramscake, Both of those are dwarves, and both of them thought that the other was trying to vie for the favor of the victim, the lady of the house. Jack Tanford is the human who's in debt. You discovered that information to that effect in his luggage, and he's the actual lover. Lady Margot is the mage. Haven't spoken to her yet.
Okay.
Ludmilla is the nice elf. And the priest, the prioress, is the priest. Also haven't spoken to her yet. You've spoken to Rosie, the cook. Now this is Maud, and the butler is missing.
And Ludmilla is the one who's taking care of the sick
Yes.
dude, right? Okay.
Yes. And Farwater is convinced that he got poisoned by ram's cake because he did leave the room shortly before the meals came in.
Okay.
Right. So, anything I can get you?
The killer.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate that. Yeah,
To
good
help
stuff.
us with that, we could go and see what you know about the scripture. If you can clear out the rest of the staff members with it. See if you can distinguish the handwriting of Thieves' Cant.
Well, if it is it in
Did you happen to see or know the whereabouts of Lady Margot?
they were in this very room you are now, playing.
She's here.
Well, not now, but at the time of the scream, when I came rushing up, she and many of the others were in this room.
And remind me, please, what were you screening exactly?
Scream,
Scream. Wait, what did I say?
scream.
Sorry, it's been a long week. I meant to say, sorry, what were they screaming exactly? Was
Well,
it something, anything you can make out?
Bloody murder! It was the. I cannot sustain this voice. It was the cook, which is hard to say. Outside the door when she was looking through the keyhole.
Look,
So when you talk to the cook who they saw.
You did that at the last session. So the cook said she got a note saying bring extra to the main bedroom, and she got quite upset because she didn't know what extra what. It just said extra. She went to the main bedroom. The door was open. It was empty. There was unmentionables on the bed, and then she heard a commotion, like somebody sneaking around in the spare room. She looked through the keyhole and saw the body, screamed, and then everybody came to find the body.
And have we interrogated the human yet?
No. Well,
we didn't interrogate the human and the maid yet, right?
yeah, and the female human, the priestess, you haven't either.
Okay.
The priestess and the mage we haven't interrogated.
So who must she send in for you?
I would actually like to send someone to look for Treadlight's room,
Okay.
because I have big suspicions on the butler. It's the fact that he's missing, but also on Lady Margot and Ludmilla
Okay.
of their magical abilities, and maybe they could perform the murder and be on another place. But that's a bit far-fetched. My biggest suspicion is on Treadlights.
Okay. Okay, so she goes and briefly has a look. She comes to tell you that it's written on the in sort of that dusty corridor between the two rooms that she doesn't clean because her old bones are too old and stiff to get through either window, so she leaves that corridor dirty. It's not in Goblin, and it's not an expletive in Dwarfish, so it's not the cook or the butler who wrote that thieves' code, as far as she knows. Okay.
She didn't recognize the handwriting.
No. So, which means at least it's not a staff member who wrote that, because she wouldn't know how the guests write. That's definitely not the victim's handwriting either.
Do guests not write in potentially like entry book as they enter, kind of like checking in at an inn type of a thing?
No, but you did get the slip from the cook saying, "Bring extra." It was written in common.
Can I
Use
ask
that,
who you sent
that
to?
thing saying bring extra
Mm.
and compare it to the thief's cant. But
Okay.
also, at one note, we found that said that the human was broke.
Okay. So I think Lilith, you with your extra language knowledge and everything, make a insight check with advantage, please.
Ooh.
Let's get this.
You guys are doing great. I don't know what Meg was talking about. All right, 20. Natural 20. Well, not a natural 20. Well, it's close enough. Close enough. It's 20. All right. So the note that says "please bring extra" and the thieves' count looks like it's in a similar hand. You're confident it is. The note of debt and these don't match at all. So whoever wrote "please bring extra" made the thieves' count symbols.
Because thieves can't even.
Hmm. Like Connie.
I can't.
Hmm.
No, the other is like the immediate phrase, like "nee fuck."
Yeah, you spend
I'm
way
pretty
too
sure
much
this
stuff.
clears out Chuck. I'm pretty sure this combined with his confession while charmed clears out Jack Tenford. I'm
Okay.
still not sure about. We need to find Treadlights and see if he is guilty in any way. But my biggest suspicion is still on Lady Margot and Ludmilla.
Okay. So
Yes, I think I would be. I am suspicious of Ludmilla only because of the idea that they were with the puking gent, and for Lady Margot as well. Lady Margot's the maid, right?
mage, not maid.
Maid. Oh, okay, yeah, mage. Okay, fine.
Sorry.
I heard that wrong.
It's one of the guests.
Yeah, problem.
These two are guests.
Yes. So
Okay, thank you.
part of the problem is my speech impediment. All right. Tusa's in Roll20. Where's Tusa in Discord? Okay, just saying that. All right. So as you're waiting for the next suspect to come in, the two familiars come back. Then it seems like they're arguing about who came back first and who won. But they tell you, well, the system goes deep; it goes all the way to the top. There's something living in the vents, yo. Something creepy.
Did you find out what was making that noise?
Well, I'm the brave one, says the imp, and of course it says, I'm the brave one. But we turned back when it was clear that we might be on the menu. There's something speaking infernal up there.
Infernal.
Yeah.
What was it saying?
It was saying something about, I made a deal, I'm gonna eat some souls. I didn't stick around to find out.
So it led below.
Well, it's like moving around the vents. Monster. Something demon. But it's like across the whole city.
The whole. Oh, the whole city.
Yeah. And the vents go all the way to the top, like mountainside.
We should revisit Torture.
Are you guys quiet because we blew your minds, or you don't know what to say?
Which
Yes.
is definitely use the torture.
It's a bit of both.
Whichever one makes you happier.
Well, I don't think it's connected to this place. I mean, whatever's up there, I mean, he's gonna leave a mess.
I mean, I would like us to speak to the two that we didn't get to speak to before. There would be suspicion that the longer we wait not talking to them, the longer, if they're of any guilt, they get a chance to come up with a story or find a way to escape.
Okay.
So could we take it one at a time, for example, with, let's just say Lady Margot first?
Okay. Yeah. Side note, out of character. The thing in the vents is another quest.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Okay.
Completely separate.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
because it's the vents. I've been talking about vents since you got here, and you are all distracted
Okay.
by the show. Okay. Anyway.
Oh, wait,
We're all
sorry.
playing Among Us jokes.
No, also, sorry, random thing. Didn't somebody send some creature or something up the vents, or I misunderstood that?
Yeah, that's them coming back, and they explained that there's something living in the vents. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I sent an imp and a quasit up the vents,
Yes.
and they came back with this information. Okay, with that
So-
out of the way,
Yeah.
that creepy thing out of the way, another mission for you. Congrats! You
Alright.
are going to go through the entire house, mostly below, through the kitchen trapdoor, and try to find either a goblin or the door to his room.
All right. Can we eat stuff we find?
Yeah, sure, you can eat whatever you find.
As long as you don't think it's important to the investigation.
Sure. What?
I would think we need to define that more, because what one individual finds important, one might not. So please be specific with your commands to
Well, I
about
mean, like,
that.
we're talking about like an apple, dead bee, shit we see around, that kind of thing.
As long as it is delectable
All right.
and not
Yes.
of material value.
So you don't care about apples, dead bees, and stuff like that because there's a dead bee in the hallway.
What found a
Wait, what?
you found
What?
a dead bee?
Yeah, right over there. And they point out through the door, right next to the door to the dining room.
I'd like to go pick it up.
I have a pet. Oh yeah. Also, hello, Richard.
Okay, there's
Hey
this.
everybody. He's got a
Hello.
dead bee.
Hello.
Hello.
All right, so you walk over right against the wall here. There is a bee that looks like it's been stepped on. It's dead.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll
Oh
pick it
yeah,
up.
that gives the goblin a motive. That gives the goblin a motive.
It's right
the
against.
goblin. His room.
Okay. So two. So
I
as
have
you
any means.
as you go down to pick up the bee, I need you to make an insight check for me, please.
Ooh.
If any of us have the means to, we can speak with that dead on the bee.
Speak with Squatch Bug is not a spell.
Unfortunate.
It's an oversight.
I'll
So do
check
none
in
of
my card for that because why not?
none of
18
us-
to inside the bee.
Okay. So as
Someone has speak with dad here.
no, which is bad. I had speak with deadlines prepared. So as you reach down, and the bee sort of on the carpet near the door. As you reach down, your hair blows a little bit. This wall seems to be a concealed door.
Ooh.
Do I feel
Well-
like the party is in the middle of like a big conversation at the moment, or is it one of those, hey guys, come look what I found?
A suspect is about to walk in, so maybe hold on to that for a second, and the dead bee.
Yeah,
All right,
cool.
So,
I have a
Wait,
purple
wait.
sock with yellow stripes on it apparently, so I'll put my dead bee inside of that
Okay.
sock and put it back in the inside of my
okay.
cloak.
Yes. All right. So stepping into the room next is a lady dressed in a elaborate blue dress with stars, very wizardy.
Oh.
Wait, I'm going to the picture. There we go.
Oh.
She comes to sit in the corner there.
Ooh la la, she pretty.
Do you say this to her? No. Okay.
Sorry?
Nothing?
Do you say
Please
that?
please refrain from engaging in flirtatious encounters with the suspects, Mistress Saber.
Okay. So she sits down, says, I am Lady Margot. And then she looks at Tusa for a moment, she looks at Lilith for a moment, and she looks at Rodak for a moment. I believe I've heard of you.
Me?
You have.
My mistress. Well, secondhand, from my mistress, one Lady Avina of Sablemere, companion to the princess.
Oh.
I believe she was quite partial to a cleric of yours, but I can see he's no longer among your number. I believe his name was John.
Back in patience.
That was a long time.
Indeed. What brings you to Cragworth and to this house of accidents?
Passing through, though we find ourselves trying to resolve this murder case, so we may find safe passage through the Agrim Mountains.
Ah,
And also, a tavern was set on fire.
And
Um,
what do
shut
you
up,
mean
Bob.
how what do you mean house of accidents? Have more than one accidents happened here?
well, yes. Apparently, a week before the party, someone broke in. Nothing stolen, but Lady Clamour was quite upset. Someone was in her room, she was pretty sure, blending in with the shadows. Well, I did a cursory inspection myself, and I couldn't find anything arcane as the cause. But many people in this town have been having nightmares lately.
Could this be due to maybe something in the vents, something in the air? I hear that there's a nastiness going around.
Poison? Never heard poison do nightmares. If it's not magical, it's nothing to do with me. Random cat noise.
Yeah.
Well, what are your thoughts in this situation then? You've been invited to someone's house, there's been a murder, and now you're one of the suspects. What do you make of this?
Well, this is unfortunate. I have many things to attend to in the city here. I am traveling with my friend, whose name I've now critically forgotten as I'm about to say.
That's a very long name.
Happens to the best of us, my lady.
I have a middle name.
Oh, sorry. I'm traveling with my friend, Prioress Lycia. There was some mix-up with our rooms. You see, the room in which the unfortunate lady of the house was found was to be shared between myself and Lycia, and, well, we're not much for sharing these days.
I thought the room she was in was supposed to be for the
Indeed.
Master of Coin.
Yes, Mr. Farwater, but see, we were supposed to be in the communicating room just through there, sharing that bed. And then last minute, Master Farwater quite gallantly offered his bed to me.
Is there any other strangeness in the evening aside from the guy with some chivalry?
Well,
Yeah, is there anything else that you can maybe like point out that was odd,
every,
strange? People-
everyone was slightly unsettled. There seemed to be a lot of growling between the Master Farwater and Master Ramscake for some reason. And Master Tanford and the lady herself seemed to shoot glances at each other and not insinuating anything.
Aye.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, I think the first one was a coin issue.
Sorry
and
about
the second one was, maybe more of an attractive issue.
Well, I haven't had much luck in the romance department lately, so I don't know. But anyway, people tended to get up a lot and go. Master Ramscake, especially, went up a lot. He's the one who came in proclaiming that the toilets were blocked. House of accidents, as I say. Rats in the toilets. Oof. This wouldn't happen in Cindermere.
More
Cindershaw.
likely than you think.
What's her name? The one of the Sale Council, always watching everyone. Ludmilla, I think her name is. She's not been very social, really. She went out twice to get the recipe, apparently. Not that the food was that good. Nothing on Cindershaw, if you ask me.
So she went twice.
Indeed.
To
Once for the main and once
from
for
our
the pudding.
recollection, I think one. Sorry, Dennis, but according to our recollection, didn't she go down just once? Was that not the story that we've been told? Was that she went down once to the kitchen?
Are you asking the dungeon master? Who are you asking?
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
asking /friends/dungeon master. Like, wasn't that the story that she told? Was like she just kind of like went down onto the kitchen. She stayed there for a while and then she
Okay.
gave up again.
I was gonna say, I don't think we've ever been told explicitly that it was once. It's just nobody's ever said it was twice.
The only person, so I will just say, and this is information I will reveal, Farwater said twice. The cook who was in the kitchen said once.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I remember. Was like she came up, she told the story like a trip.
Yeah.
I think
Same.
I remember that she only said that once.
See, in writing a mystery, you want to hide some details, and luckily I can hide a lot of details in the fact that you guys think I'm just incompetent when I speak. Mostly because I am. So, yeah, go ahead.
We don't think that. We're just very inattentive to details.
I
I'm
know.
speaking for myself. I'm losing
I
track
think
of
that.
like.
I genuinely thought that Forward had said they'd only gone once.
So, he did say she went during mains and then towards the end for pudding, for dessert.
Was she in this room around the time the cook screamed?
No, she was outside the bathroom door, checking on Master Farwater as he was having his moment.
Go for torture. I'm just. We can expedite this whole
The problem
process. If
is,
we
I
broke
think
a
a lot
few.
of the peoples look like maybe if we try to torture them, it might not go the best for us.
I think I have an idea. But we must bring back the Master of Coin. Unless did we have the weapon?
One of the guards has the weapon.
Was it confirmed if the weapon was indeed his, or Farwater claims it's not his?
Yeah, he claims it's not his. He's never seen it before, but it was when the guards got here and when they searched him, it was on his person. He didn't seem quite aware.
Perhaps Ludmilla killed the victim and then planted the dagger while he was
And-
having his moment.
Sorry, is the one that was killed? What is her name?
Lady Clamour.
Okay.
She's a rich dwarf from a family. She's the last of her line.
All right. And are we confident that that puking gent, like how long has the puking gent been in the bathroom? Is he free of suspicion, or could he have set himself up to appear sick after the murder?
Okay, so last time you guys did establish that this window, it sort of sticks, but you can open it. But this window here that communicates into this room where the body was found, there's dust on the outside. It has not been disturbed, and the window was not open.
No, but other than window, I mean, because obviously I'm a bit behind if it was mentioned last time, because I'm thinking
Yeah.
if the doors are openable, basically that murder. Oh no, wait, the murder, the screaming, or whatever happened at the same time as they were puking. Okay, never mind. Sorry, I'm trying to theorize because I'm obviously piecing together stuff I didn't see.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Okay, so just I think quickly to illustrate, because it's not. I mean, you guys, it's been a month since the last one, so fair enough. In this room, you're here, right? This room. At the time of the murder, you had Ramsgate.
Okay.
Let's just look at the suspects. You had Ramsgate, you had Lady Margot, and Prioress Lucia. They were in this room.
Okay.
Then outside the bathroom was the elf Ludmilla, and inside the bathroom was Farwater.
Okay.
Mr. Tanford was on the balcony. As far as you've been told, yes. The cook was outside the door, and the body was obviously in the room. So,
Okay. But also, other than that passage that was supposedly so far, well, supposedly not disturbed. You did mention that, for example, for dwarf, that one, the butler dude, that there could be some secret passageway we're not aware of, that she doesn't know where it is, but that there could be one somewhere.
yes.
Basically.
And Tusa has just discovered it. The secret passage. That was the area that.
Okay.
Yeah.
My idea is that may be related to the missing goblin, which is something we need to find out. So, my plan is, Tusa, you could accompany my familiar and the closet into this secret passage while we interrogate the elf.
Okay. So, is Tusa here? Is Richard still checking on his kid?
I think, well, they mentioned chat, yeah, Beardback's son woke up, so I'm not sure.
All right, so I will say that as Tusa and the familiars try and feel the wall, they do make out the door. It's not locked, but something heavy is pushing against it from the other side, so it can't be open.
Don't say can't if we do have things that could be potentially openable.
Yeah, well, dynamite opens everything.
I did not mean dynamite, in theoretically speaking, because I've never used this spell before, so I don't know how exactly it works. Can I theoretically make a mage hand appear to move whatever is on the other side?
Mage hand?
Mage hand is quite
not-
strong enough for that.
Not strong enough.
Aw. Oh, man.
Could I?
There's
Like
glass.
another mage hand. I couldn't make another mage hand to help. 2 mage
I
hands
don't think-
suffices?
I don't think 2 mage hands are strong enough for that.
No.
There's glass.
Hey, Axel, can you do it?
Okay.
I shall attempt.
Strength check.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you can. It's athletics.
Athletics, okay. Why?
Okay.
Hold on.
So,
Oh, no.
are you going to use your card?
Actually, no, it would be funnier if I did.
Okay, all right. So Axel, he does the equivalent of cracking his knuckles as far as the construct can do. He
Okay.
gets his stance right. He rolls his shoulders. Moves his neck, pushes
Kind of
against
whistles a
it,
little.
and he pushes and he pushes. No give.
I don't know if this is an idea that actually workable because I'm just trying to break the system.
Mhm.
Theoretically, can I use animate objects to animate the door or the object that it could be blocking it to open itself, kind of a thing?
You can certainly try.
You can
that
animate
answer.
the object. That's a good idea. Animate
So the
the
object-
object on the other side.
Okay, then I will attempt to do that. I love the DM's like, oh, you can try.
Okay.
Axel just backs away from the door. Like, Mr. Slith, unfortunately, the object seems to resist my efforts.
Okay.
Then let's try a different approach. Aira?
All right, let's try.
Okay. So you concentrate and think on the object blocking the door. Spell goes, it dissipates, it uses a spell slot. Doesn't work, because what's blocking the door is not an object.
Okay, I'm just gonna try punching it.
That is information.
That is information.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try
Okay.
punching the door.
You're gonna do what? What with the
I'm
door?
gonna try punching the door.
Go for it.
Punch it.
Do I need to roll anything?
Yeah,
Probably an attack. Probably an attack.
yeah. Just roll attack. So it's strength or dex. That hits. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right.
Does it
So
break the door?
you break the wallpaper, the nice designs on this opulent manor. There is a perfect fist shape in the wall. Didn't move at all.
Fisting.
Oh, Alex and Rodak, you are a match made in heaven. Because guess what this team was nearly called for a while.
The fist.
What?
Thank you. Sorry, Tomlin, you were saying?
Repeat what Tomlin wasn't saying. I was saying. Could you repeat what Aira heard when she was like the thing just now? Sorry,
Yeah.
I missed it.
So when I cast my spell, I was trying to move an object, but it was revealed that it was not an object, so it had to have been a living something. I was going to use something like, but right now I'm just waiting what happens after the punched wall, because I have another idea to use as well.
Understood.
Yeah, me too.
Axel,
Me too.
Axel kind of watches Rodak try that and is like, Master Rodak, you may have the right idea.
Yeah, let's just punch the wall.
He pulls out his great axe.
Wait! Don't destroy the place even more. Wait.
Yes.
I think I have something that will work.
As you're saying
not
that,
damage.
as you're saying that, he's in front of the door and like he raised it like over his head, but he stops and like his head like turns to look at you, turns backward to look at you.
I'm
That's
just
not
gonna
quite
turn and
colorful.
look to Axel. You know that scene in 300 where like Leonidas' wife just nods and he goes, "This is awesome." I'm just gonna nod at Axel, just quietly communicate that I'm okay with this.
Okay, before anything else happens, Lilith and Axel roll initiative. Hang on. Just a second.
Oh no!
See who acts.
See you axe first. Okay, so roll initiative, please.
Oh my goodness.
Me as well?
Remember, you can add your card.
Us and Lilith.
Ooh.
I don't
Wait,
think it's gonna matter. I don't think that's gonna matter.
Me as well?
Oh, you're gonna do something.
Just me and Lilith that we're about to try
Okay.
something.
Okay, so Axel,
Oh, okay.
do your thing first.
His backwards head sees Rodak like doing a nod of approval, and you see a glint in his little purple robot eye, and head turns back around, and Axel pulls down the force of his great axe on this door.
Make it attack.
Hold on, where is the freaking... There it is.
19 hits.
Nice.
Okay, so you leave a gash. So there's the fist shape in the door. You leave a gash down the middle. So whoever is on the other side is getting the full shining experience.
I look through the gash I just made, and it's like, housekeeping!
Should have said, "Here's Johnny," but that's better. Okay. Okay. So
Question.
So-
After, like, I mean, unless you're gonna have to do the initiative thing, can I, somewhere in between there, try to do this spell, or it's too late for that? The one that I was like,
okay, I'm gonna. I'm gonna say it's not gonna work because the weight against the door is a dead weight.
oh, okay, cool, cool.
Okay, so Lilith, do your thing.
Mistress Lilith, I think I did it.
Good job, Axel.
Axel
Yeah.
flashes for a thumbs up.
Alright, well, no. Please step away and allow me to not damage the door, but do something about whatever is there, if you please.
At least you have a good vantage point to look through it now.
Thank you, she says sarcastically.
He gives you a
Well-
thumbs up. He gives you a thumbs up too.
Great. Well, Lilith, in her case, she's going to create something that looks like an Eldritch Blast, but then it
Oh, I know.
starts to get bigger and bigger, and then she fires it, and it seems to go through the wall.
Ooh. Okay. Roll damage, please. Okay, so you hear something on the other side of the door being hit and then thrown back. And because now the dead weight on the door is gone, it sort of creaks open, revealing a very narrow, dark passage. And it just goes for 5 feet, and then there's steps, and sort of partially falling down the steps is a dead goblin.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh
God.
no.
Axel gonna look down at himself, and then at Lilith, then at Rodak, and he's like, I think we got him.
Yeah, nothing of value was lost. Can we torture him?
He's
Well,
dead.
no. Let's
Let's
cut away from torture. We need to find out if that was somebody we're looking for and see where this leads. How about no torture of dead or alive body, please?
Okay, at which point you hear footsteps running in the dining room, and through the door comes the halfling, Maud. What's that racket? Oh, that's Treadlight, the lazy bastard. Why is he sleeping?
I'm
It
afraid
seems
to...
he was trying to hide something.
I'm afraid, mistress, that his sleeping may prove to be quite permanent.
What do you mean? He's just sleeping.
Yes,
Very peacefully, one
like
might say.
a child.
Okay, Axel and
Are
Rodak,
you
deception
aware-
checks, please. Yes,
Wait, what checks?
deception.
Oh no.
God damn it.
I believe the machine.
Oh,
Yes, believe,
Are
yes. Thank you.
Lilith, you were
Are
saying?
you aware of this passage?
No, it's a goblin thing, my dear. It's this sort of thing. It doesn't look like he's sleeping.
Can I go down the passage and inspect the
Okay. So, Axel, you go forward, and your shoulders hit the sides of the doorway.
I believe I am stuck.
You haven't Winnie the Pooh yet, but you can't get it.
Oh. Yeah, just look
Perhaps it
backwards.
is best for those who can fit to go inside. And she
I
looks
hope
at
so.
at the himp and the closet again.
All right. So you guys have a look. I need a
And,
bit
and
from.
can I inspect the body / not body,
Okay.
please?
So, Era, I need a medicine check. Lilith, I need an investigation check.
Okay.
I turn to
I am not very perceptive medically.
I turn to
That's
Maud and Axel's like, I do apologize if your co-worker here has any unexplainable great axe-shaped gashes in it.
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, he's
Oh.
totally fine.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
sure there is
What
no
is happening?
explanation how those could have gotten that.
I am going to use my card because I'm not taking a nat one.
Okay. Era, you're gonna use a card.
I've never used one, so I'll try just to see how they're
Well,
used because I've not had to.
You rolled medicine, not investigation.
No, I needed medicine.
Oh.
So
So do I just click it and it plays, or how does it work with cards?
Trying to get onto the map.
that's it. Okay. Ooh, nice one. I don't think you guys have seen this one yet.
Primus,
Ooh.
or Mechanus.
So Aira got a 17.
Okay, and
I could
what
put
it?
a call.
Lilith's card is off to the right.
Oh, there we go. That's a nice one.
Okay.
Sorry, Tomlin.
Yeah.
It's just not loading. That's alright.
And I got a 15.
Nice.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
So, okay, Lilith of the 15. The little passage leads down a very narrow spiral staircase to the floor below, straight into the kitchen. There's another door that opens easily, and it's a concealed door. That's typical goblin construction. There are faint footprints in the dust because this little spiral staircase is quite dusty. There is a pair that's quite consistent with the goblin, up and down, up and down. But then there are bigger footprints, humanoid. Can't quite make out the make of shoe, but there's definitely a single set that came from the lower floor up to the top. Didn't come back down again.
We need to talk to
This
that
is
goddamn
most
human.
definitely the murder.
And then, so, Era, looking at the body, you can see that he's got some post-mortem scrapes and bruises from being
The
thrown
Eldritch
around.
Blast and the sword.
Yeah. There are no other marks on him, but on his neck there is quite an angry red spot on his sort of pale green skin. And for that one, I need you to make a insight check.
Okay, let's hope I'm insightful.
Are you inside?
I'm not insightful, but I will say, hopefully it's is that I do point to the mark even though I don't know what it is. To whoever, if they're even watching it, I explain that I see some mark. I have no clue what it is.
Damn it.
Alright, 16's not bad, Rodak.
I'm just gonna put on my glasses that I have.
Yes,
Like,
dude.
"Mark, looks suspicious. It's clearly and then I pause for the DM to explain.
I'm gonna whisper it to you and see what you do with it. Let's see. Whisper.
And then DM writes so ominously that the player goes, "Oh, it's just a red mark. Nothing special." Oh boy.
What do you put?
You-
What do you put in your
Uh-huh.
coffee, Alex? I need some of that.
Cocaine.
Cocaine. It's nature's cocaine.
What?
Yes. Also, welcome back, Richard.
Welcome
There.
back.
Thanks, guys. It's quite fucking wild being a parent.
Oof.
For some reason, as soon as you said wild, I'm just like imagining like Tarzan vines, and it's like, oh.
I'm pretty sure that was pretty much the tone that my kid was screaming just now. So yeah, that was.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna dramatically lean next to this body. I mean, kneel next to this body and be like, the mark seems to be made by a needle. It killed him instantly. Professional. This was clearly poison. We have our man.
Very ominous, Master Rodan.
And I would say this. I remember one of you, but out of character, I don't remember which one, said they did suspect that this was our culprit. I would say this either absolves them or they had an accomplice.
We need to interrogate the human.
No.
Interrogate the priest of shit.
I think I know what happened here. I think I already found out what happened.
Well, yeah, he's dead.
Um,
There's not much.
No.
Pregnant.
Well, yes. But I think it was indeed Ludmilla. She wanted the victim dead, so she devised a plan to go to the kitchen, saying she was going there a second time, because we have two people who said she went there once, but the cook claimed she went there. No, two people said she went there twice, but the cook claimed she only went there once. She used these stairs with the help of the goblin by threatening to kill Spetby, which she had already done. Then she secretly killed the victim, and while helping our water, she planted the murder weapon on him. The only thing left is
Torture.
The only thing that is missing is a motive. Why would the elf want to kill Swarthenly?
Listen, I can rip off a few fingernails and we'd be done with this in like the next 30 minutes.
Oh, very
This is
out of the dark theory. Could it have been anything to do with the lover? Maybe that lover was the elf lady's lover and she wanted revenge for that?
I'm sure the lover is not the one because, as I said before, Tomlin did some magic things.
Yes.
The man was charmed, and while claiming that he loved her, he also claimed that he didn't do it.
No, I don't mean that the lover is the killer. I was thinking more that maybe Ludmilla was in love initially, so this was a revenge thing.
I'm just gonna say, by the way, there's no skeleton key on the goblin's body.
Weird thing to
Someone
specify.
stole it.
And
I didn't see
Oh.
it.
then perhaps let's try and search everyone. Whoever has the skeleton key might be the murderer, but I'm still quite leaning on the elf, and she might also have planted it on someone else. But let's go with that.
Mr.
Let's
Stewart,
first call Ludmilla. Let's call Ludmilla to this room first. Alone.
And a question out of character. What was the way the lady, the character, was killed? Do we know?
She was stabbed from behind, but someone told her.
Okay. Okay, cool. Just want to check because I was trying to piece that information. Keep
Oh,
going.
sorry. Okay. So everybody gets ready again. The housekeeper
Let's try
takes.
and clean this thing before Ludmilla gets here so she doesn't get suspicious, okay?
Okay. So the
My
door.
God.
Arse.
The giant gash on the door won't get off.
Yeah. So yeah, that's
I
there.
wonder whose fault that could be.
Yeah.
So
Wait.
Mending.
the
1 second. I have a thing for the door if it works. Let me just quickly double check it.
blow it up. Blow it up.
Okay, 1 sec. Minor illusion. Can I make it seem that the door is all right?
Absolutely. Yeah. There we go. So
Yeah, it's
yes.
like nothing ever happened.
So, just before you put up the illusion, a guard and the housekeeper take the goblin out down the lift. All right. So, you wait, and you. Hopefully, it's the right picture. You send for Ludmilla. This is Ludmilla.
Priestess?
No, this is the representative of the Elf Council. The power
Cell
sharing. Yeah, Cell Council, that's it. So, those that are native to this plane would know that the Cell Council are almost equivalent in power to the Monarch in Dyrecinder, so they're quite important.
Oof.
Okay, and for some reason, Era is thirsty for all these character portraits.
You're attractive. What do you want me to say?
Like, ooh, yum.
All right, she sits down quite confidently. So, you are the investigators, are you? Pleased to meet you.
Indeed.
Mhm.
And can you tell us about yourself, Ludmilla? Or maybe something more besides your name?
Well, I am a envoy of the Sale Council on important business here. I was at this party specifically because Lady Clamour wanted to invest in some of our projects. Well, she won't do any investing now, I guess.
I mean, you look quite smug about that.
Well, I don't trust anybody who's not an elf. Well, you would know, would you not?
I don't know. I'm only half elf. Does that mean I trust people half?
It's up to you, dear. Whatever. I'm sure it's fine for you.
What was the investment deal that you had planned or were asking for?
Well, we have great riches in our far-reaching mountains, more than just the Hagrams down here. And we needed some dwarven expertise because they like it dark and deep and miney. So she was up for things like that.
I'm just gonna say in Elvish, because it's the first time I ever get to use that language. If you tell us how to find the killer or who the killer is, we will make it worth your while.
And she returns in Elfish. I am listening.
I have in my possession valuables. I will not tell you the nature of these valuables, for the value of the thing you get from me will be determined on the value of information you give me. If you give me the killer, I'm willing to make you a very wealthy person.
Make a persuasion check.
So
Not,
it's
not
just
being able
copying
to
her.
speak Elvish.
She's just copying her eye at this. Oh.
God damn it.
19's fine.
Not being able to speak Elvish, Axel's head just swivels back and forth. Says, "I like your funny words, Fred."
Lilith shushes Axel like saying, "Hold on, let him cook."
All right.
Nice.
Well, in that case, I think what I know might be of interest to you. As you know, the guards are quite interested in Master Farwater, but the poor dear was not feeling well. I think you should look at Master Tanford if I were you. He said he was smoking out on the balcony, but no one saw him.
Okay.
And the
we'll
two
have
of
to-
them did sneak off for a little encounter in the bedroom.
Okay, we will have a chat with him, and if it yields anything meaningful, I'm a man of my word.
As she
In
seems
Elvish.
to talk a
In
bit
Elvish.
more in this last part, I'm going to try to make a insight check.
Go for it.
In Elvish, I respond that my dear, she's very quick to just deflect and point fingers to anyone else except for herself. But I didn't really hear any justification as to what she was up to. She's quick to point fingers and could all just be a ruse. So while she's here, how about a little bit of truth from your end, my lady?
Yes. Ooh, wait, okay. Robert Luck. At 6th level, you can call your patron to alter the fate in your favor. You make the ability to take a saving throw. You can use this feature to add a d10.
Just to add a bit more to that 13. To be safe.
Okay. Go for it.
1 out of 10.
Oh! Oh!
No!
Oh!
Oh.
Things are not on your side today.
So that brings it up to 14. Okay.
Caught
No.
Mephistopheles at like 3 in the morning, man.
Oh man.
The dolphins were napping. That's why.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's the
Sorry.
second time I roll a 1
I'm sorry.
one's own luck.
Liz too nice.
Learn the time zones, man. Like in the hells, it's like barely the crack of dawn.
What's that meme of every time Frodo puts on the ring, Sauron's like. Sorry, Tusa, you were saying?
No, it's just my lady here was very quick to point fingers to any other one, but I didn't really hear any justification from her end as to what she was up to.
Oh, I was just trying to make friends. Oh, Mr. Farwater. Didn't seem to know the others too well. And the Lady Margot and Lucia are so bitchy to each other. I think there's something going on between the two of them, if you ask me.
Yeah, this is all very conjecture, but from my understanding, you're quite of high standing within the
Indeed,
province of
indeed.
Dyrecinder. What the hell are you doing here, though? It feels like maybe something beneath your standard.
I think so. Well, I do mean to bring it up with my superiors when I get back. I don't like being on the ground.
Just one more thing. I look at Rordak, who I believe is the most proficient kind of person with these things, and tell him, could you search her for something? Wink, wink.
Yeah, sure. Do I have your consent to touch you?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, cool. Do I
Okay.
need to roll anything?
Roll an investigation check, please.
Oh, man.
This is no, it's completely
Non-invasive.
non-invasive.
I'm gonna
I thought
basically.
it would be like a flat event check,
Just
Alright.
but
That's right.
okay. I
So you
thought it
roll
would be
No.
like a slight event check, like
And while
something
he's-
you
while
would
he's-
be prepared.
and sorry, and as Rodak's about to go, as Rodak's about to go, like do his investigation, I also just come up. Where is this thing? I also just come up behind Rodak. I'm like, hey man, you got this. Investigate to your heart's content. I know
Okay.
you have this.
So it currently rolls a 15. I need a d6 roll as well, Rodak.
D6. Okay.
That's also a card.
I say, and then in the background, careless whispers playing as they're doing.
That's in my head now. Okay, so that
That's
is an
also-
18. Okay.
Also, Rodak, you used your card, right?
Yeah,
I
plus
used
5.
my
Yeah,
card.
yeah.
It was a 5.
23.
No.
All right, so she doesn't have anything on her. There is a pouch that you don't have to go through to know that there's exactly 3 gold in there. Because
Okay,
you're
bro.
broad. Yeah. No weapons, nothing concealed, but there's also something like that as you move away. Have a look at the whisper.
Something pinched my arm. Something pinched my arm. Ah!
I hope you're all satisfied now.
That was creepy. Here.
No, it's a little paper that says, "Call me."
I am a married man.
Is it a needle type of pinch? Well, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, no. Okay, well, I don't know. She seems clean to me, everyone. So,
What?
Oh.
And I have just one more question. So, did you just say where were you? Recap again for us. Where were you yesterday? Like, what happened from your perspective? What were the events that you noticed?
Well, after the meal, I was quite impressed. I went down to the kitchen to get the recipe from the chef for the mains. Well, the evening was quite pleasant. People got up and down. There was some issue with the toilets, apparently. Rather dull. Rather dull evening, if you ask me. But, well. Oh, and poor Mr. Ramscake was quite ill. It's like he got a bug somewhere, perhaps. And of course, there was the screaming and the body. But now, as I told you, I was trying to comfort dear Mr. Farwater as best I could and navigate the politics of the situation and get home. And on that front, when can we leave?
We are about to finish. Please go join the other guests as we try to discuss a few more things.
Okay. And with that, she leaves.
She leaves. Lilith sighs. God damn it! I thought she would have the skeleton key.
yeah, no, sorry. Something bit me, though.
Can I inspect whatever the area that bit him?
Medicine check, please.
Please roll better than last time.
Yeah.
Can I assist on that? Looking at my husband coming in a bit closer, and also just kind of like peering up area, and give her the help action.
Okay. Era, just make medicine check again, so it would be with advantage to take the higher one.
Oh, one
just-
second.
Just normal roll again, we'll take the higher. 60 it is. Okay.
Mm.
Have we explored this hidden little door thingamajiggy?
Yeah, it
when
leads-
there?
Leads down to the kitchen, and there was a dead goblin in there.
The one we re-murdered.
We did not murder him, but there is like a gash in the door now.
And she's a bit worse for wear. So we know the goblin has like a puncture wound in him, and we just know that it's a puncture. So likely poison, basically. That's what we kind of saw.
Is it not possible to have one of the familiars like sniff the poison and then like
I
try
told you
and
last time,
find?
I
Yeah.
can turn into like the best bloodhound, basset hound,
Yeah.
hunt dog if you really
Yeah.
want to. And
So
we
what-
can do
I
a little
think
color fight.
she's the best candidate to that.
I mean, you can wild shape.
Yeah.
So while Era's checking the wound, it's just it looks like just tiny bite or injection on your arm. I know, to my expertise, looks fine.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
How many fingers am I holding up, Sir Rodak?
More than one.
Cough.
You seem fine.
20.
At least one.
Out of the confusion, I just kind of lay a hand on my husband and I cast Lesser Restoration. So in
Okay.
case it was poison, yeah, if it does nothing, that's also fine.
As much as I love you two, sir, you're amazing, brilliant, wonderful,
Aw.
spectacular woman. But I can't be poisoned.
Well, that's fine. And then
It's
to
the
add
thought
my
that
shame,
that
I
counts.
said it's like an extremely cute little basset hound with like droopy eyes, and like ready to, like whatever sniff job we want to do, we can do a sniff job.
It's the thought that counts.
It is the thought that counts, you know? Nice having a wife.
I love that when we're discussing it, the DM is slowly losing faith in us and all the hope and face palming the desk.
All right. So, question. Yes, that's the question. What are you sniffing for?
I am going under the guidance of my husband. So if he, similar to how they sniff dogs or like anything, they kind of like hold a little something in front of their nose, and that's what I'm going for. So I'll wait for the cue, and yeah, I'll look at raw deck expectantly.
I was thinking the poison. Does anyone else have that idea?
Unfortunately, I cannot smell.
If you can smell, can you? Okay. Is there any scent similarity or strong scent between this body and the victim? By the victim, I mean, because I keep forgetting her name. The main stabby murdered victim, and this one.
Well, we could ask.
Sorry. Addition to that, between three things: the stabby body, the dead goblin's injection thing, and whatever bit/punctured the hubby, the wifey, whatever gender the character is. Because I'm sorry, I'm a bit lost.
Okay. Just to recap, the main victim is Lady Clamour, the
Yes.
owner of the house. You found the dead goblin butler in this passage.
Yes.
Yeah.
And whatever, like, because as I understand, you want something to sniff for comparison, if I understood that right. So that's why I want to see between the three. Between the puncture we just found, like that, oh, something bit me/punctured me. Between the goblin that has an actual puncture wound, and just in general, the body. It's like, part of me, can you add the name to the, I mean, I know it says suspects, but is there any way you can quickly add, like, on top the list of the name? Because I keep forgetting it for the life of me.
Okay, I'll do that.
My nose
Level
will
is
just
the
need.
suspect here.
I think from how I know my nose here, it will need like a guidance. I don't think my smell has insight. So I don't think I can like smell all three and determine something different between them, but I can smell for something specifically. So if I'm given something, I can go and find that specific thing. I think that makes a bit more sense.
Then can you smell the poison in the goblin and search for the, I don't know if that will help.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I can search for maybe like where if there's like a similarity, or maybe if in someone's like pockets, or like yeah, I can definitely. I'm good to have around when the group is near, and I can maybe smell the poison on them or something like that.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. So whenever everybody is together, you can bring your cute puppy to the playgroup. But until
Please
then,
smell the
yeah.
dog.
Yeah, I'll go over and ears flapping, like a nice little swaying, and I'll give the goblin body a good sniff. Over.
Do you think you'd be enjoying this if you were alive?
What a question. Okay. All right. Okay. I lost my thing. I need.
Sorry, I have to interrupt with stupidity for just a brief second. The song that came to mind, I need somebody to love. Necrophilia undertones. Sorry, go on.
Alrighty. You smell on the goblin. There is the smell of B, there is the smell of goblet. There is the smell of poison indeed. And the poison, you can smell that whatever was near him goes down the hallway. Oh, I'm going to draw. What color is the dog? Let's go this color. Went this way
Blue.
into the
Or
sewer.
yeah.
And then you do get that maybe this person was up and down the hallway.
Okay.
And as you were sniffing, they did come in here recently.
Oh, can we cross-reference the people who came in here with the smell?
And then, as you're sniffing around, the mark on Rodak's arm does smell very similar.
Oof.
Oh.
The elf.
And
And-
I go
and
sit
also-
on my hind legs and I bark. Like I go all cute, tail, wag, everything, and I pop out. Yes, how can I convey this? No, fuck it, I've got an extra wild shape if I have to. I'll come out of wild shape. I'm not going to try to convey this to the group. Yeah, so I will tell them that, listen, there's been a strong smell of poison up and down this hallway, and somebody that we've just investigated, maybe the elf, has been the carrier of poison. As my husband, I know that your body is an absolute temple. But I do believe that that mark was intended to be poison. So it might be good to bring her back in.
Yeah, let's go for it.
I think it is wiser to go to the room where everyone else is, convey the information along with the guards, and then get her red-handed, so that everyone sees her for who she is, and she has to deal with practically a room full of people to get away.
Okay,
That sounds good.
I know what you're thinking. I love the thought, Lilith, but we need to remember that this person is filthy, disgusting, rich, and influential. Those kind of people don't typically go to jail. And also, we don't have a motive yet. So, I
Give
feel like,
me.
But that's
But
the only
no.
thing left.
yeah, I feel like let's figure that out. And then,
Oh, I have an idea, which we would have to be very, I guess, specific with it. I could try to detect thoughts on them and see if that helps us.
okay.
And let's plan something. As soon as I say, we just don't know why, she will probably think about it, and you cast Detect Thoughts.
Okay.
I will be there explaining our view of the situation, and as soon as I say, just don't know why, you cast that spell.
Okay.
Give me a moment. I must consult the voices in my logic core about this. And he'll just sit down and do a little thingsies.
Okay.
Alright, it is Audrey that's to ask a question about a course of action thing, is it, Marcel?
Yes, it is. It is.
Oh, that's a cool
Alright.
spell.
So,
I haven't prepare it.
So he sits down and you can probably hear a few little ghastly wails coming from his head or from somewhere from him. You can't quite tell. And then he just kind of says, "Oh, voices, oh, voices, oh, things. I don't know where you are, but you're here, and it's good that you're here. What would you think will happen if we go about with this plan as specified?"
Okay. So the rest of you can hear ghastly screams. and it seems unintelligible, but Axel, you hear this. I'm going to whisper it to you.
Careless whispered the DM.
No.
One
This-
of those voices probably sounds familiar.
Speak amongst yourselves for a minute here.
Right. From your perspective, Axel just sat down in the middle of the room, and all of a sudden you can hear screams coming from somewhere in him.
I was hoping that instead of that, we were hearing elevator music from him.
One scream probably sounds familiar, just not yet.
10th floor. Lift is going up.
Please leave your hands, feet, eyes, tails, and horns in the vehicle at all times.
But what if I need to go to 11? 11!
Bad.
Well, shut.
Eventually there's a break, and he just says, "Beware the serpent, cunning serpent. Death walks in their wake. Disrupt, disturb, destroy, agent of chaos."
That's not helpful.
I think it's very helpful.
What to do in this situation? Dude.
The voices in my logic core have never lied to me before. Granted, they'd never even know that I'm listening to them most of the time.
You know what? Fuck it. Serpents? Does anyone know what to do with that?
Rod-
That's what they
Has
do.
there been anybody that we've heard referred to as a serpent at all?
Okay, I need
Nickname or something.
everybody.
with 100 hands.
I need everybody except Axel and Era to make a history check.
Is it Husk?
Hmm.
I remember Husk.
So, can I touch everybody on the shoulder and be like, okay, let's have a
I'm s-
brainstorming session?
Yeah.
I'm also glad. I'm glad you finished that sentence because it started with "Can I touch everybody?"
So yeah, I bring everybody. I stretch out my long arms. I just kind of group everybody into a group. I was like, all right, let's think. Do we know anything
Let's
related
think.
to a serpent and this case? And I'm just like, most importantly, I am touching everyone.
Okay, everybody roll a d6, please. That made a history check.
Great phrasing, Master Toblet.
Mine is not gonna make it, so I'll speak.
You never know.
I have a
Then
20
I
or
rolled a
something.
6. That's a
on
nat
these
6.
sticks.
Nice. Total of 10.
10.
I have a 22 combined with the 1d6.
Nice.
Hello?
I'm typing.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
sorry. I thought I lost everyone.
No, alright, sorry. That is 22. So I need you to roll a d6 as well.
Honestly, I should listen to the voices of my logic core more often. Usually they're just screaming about
Okay, so
city guards and prisons or something.
I will say that. Oh no. This is secret knowledge, so only the 22 is going to get this, unfortunately. Or
I'm not doing
fortunately.
anything.
Well, that would be Lilith.
Yeah. I gotta say, this session, Lilith is MVP. I'll explain soon. Okay, so now
You have all been standing there brainstorming for quite a bit. Have you come up with anything?
I still think I have some information, but let's keep going with a plan of gathering everyone here. I say a few words. As soon as I say, just don't know why, you cast detect thoughts, and if it matches the information I think might be useful that we got thanks to Axel. Good. If it doesn't match, it's not the end of the world. It still incriminates her.
Yeah, that's cool. Let's go for it.
All right.
So let's go. As soon as I say we just don't know why, cast the spell.
Do a Columbo, just one more thing.
One more thing. One more. Okay. So, who are you inviting to this room?
Yeah, well, all the
Everyone, guards
Everyone.
included.
We want
Everyone.
a massive audience.
It may be a little cramped, but yes.
Okay, so in the crime writing, you're doing an Agatha. That's when you put everybody in the room and say, I know.
Yeah.
Alex. What the hell? Alright, so you guys gather in the room and you coming in. I don't know if I ever showed you the picture of Mr. Tanford. I think I did. So,
Maybe.
Mr. Tanford, the human.
I saw all the pictures when I
Yeah.
charmed everybody.
Oh, that's it.
Just didn't show her. You
Why
just
is that
didn't show
Henry-
everyone to-
Sorry, go on.
And the other one you didn't see it is the priestess of Janus.
Like, why is he Henry Cavill-esque? And
Yeah.
she reminds me of some actress, but I can't quite put my finger on. Well, I'm not putting my finger on her, but I can't finger her.
Oh my god.
Oh, that is worse.
I know.
Okay, so
Marcel, I'll never get onto you for your wording ever again.
it's okay. I'm just seeing the weird effects my pictures that I randomly pull off the internet to get as close to what's in my mind as possible has quite an effect on Alex. Okay, so as Era takes a cold shower and you're all prepared. I lost my story now. Okay, as everybody's gathered there are guards in the hallway, ready.
and inside the room.
Inside the room, you have. Let's put tokens down for everybody. Sorry, just give me a second.
That isn't needed, but thanks, I guess.
Oh no, they don't want per tokens. But anyway, you get Farwater, you've got Ram's Cake, who still are eyeing each other. You got Jack Tanford, Lady Margot, Ludmilla, and Lucia. They're all standing here, and they all seem rather annoyed. When can they go home? The guard is standing at the door ready. There's quite a few guards. There's 6 guards outside ready. So, who's going to start talking?
Ladies and gentlemen, we believe to have found the one who killed victim. Lady Ludmilla, can you tell us why you believe her innocent?
Well, what do I have to gain by killing a hostess?
A very good point. But if we were to present evidence that you did the deed, what would be your reaction?
Oh, I would probably be taken to whatever these dwarves call a court of law, and they'll have a little look at everything, and probably let me go. At which point, Farwater says, "You suspect her, but she was nice. Probably the only nice one at the party," and here the other guests sort of resent that a little bit.
Then let me explain what happened. While everyone said she went to the kitchen twice, the cook herself said she only went there once.
All right.
She used the hidden passages of the goblin to get around without the cook seeing her and be able to get to the victim's room and stab her. How do we know this? Because the goblin is dead as well. She threatened the goblin with his pet bee, so he would do her bidding. And she would plant the murder weapon on Farwater while he was feeling unwell. We just don't know why.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, at that point, silently, I would try to see the detect thoughts.
Okay, just double checking there's no save, right?
A wisdom
At
saving
least
throw.
I
Wisdom,
hope I
yeah.
caught her off guard with all this.
Yeah, no, it's not
I'm
not gonna be
hoping
with. Yeah, it's gonna be disadvantage.
disadvantage even.
Make a
No,
wisdom
no.
save.
Yeah, no, disadvantage for her.
Ah.
Two. That's good. That's good.
That's an 8. Okay. Hang on, typing.
Tell us, Hera. Tell us the juicy stuff.
Oh.
Tell us the deep dark secrets.
Deep dark secrets. Yes. 42.
Mm-hmm.
Just for context, is this a spellcaster type of lady? Can she just kind of up and leave with a kind of like teleport or something?
Doesn't look like it.
I believe she could. So be ready to cast Hold Person.
Or counter spell. Wait, we do have counter spell, right?
Oh, I have so much counterspell.
Tomlin does.
Cool, cool.
Tomlin covers that base.
My whole, like, I don't want to metagame too much, but all I'll say is I have basically only things to make spellcasters feel horrible.
That's amazing.
Hopefully not
Damn.
the ones in your team, because there's a lot of casters here.
I have to hit the spellcasters to make them feel horrible.
If
Damn.
Lilith ever turns evil, like she definitely will. It's already.
Tomlin trusts Lilith. I'd have to be convinced that she's unredeemably evil. Like, that's even further than irredeemable.
Okay, so Rodak then.
Oh.
Rorax is greedy.
Yeah, but like, greed can make you do interesting things. My end game for Rodak is that he basically creates capitalism. And, like,
Okay, then he needs to be taken down.
He'll jumpstart the Industrial Revolution.
yeah, he
need
just jumps
to-
off the Industrial Revolution.
We're gonna have to kill Rodak.
Rodak invades a country for oil.
Do you even know oil is useful? Why is it useful?
Why
Who
not?
knows at the end of the campaign? I don't know. Valuable.
So right now the one who is doing all the speaking was Lilith, right? Or
Yes.
no?
Yes.
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 So I would assume you were looking at me for any kind of confirmation or things like that from the thoughts, right?
I let
Before I-
you, as you cast the spell, I let you continue the speech. Because I know you got something. Or
Okay.
hope I got something.
You are indeed correct. Well, our lady here, and as she comes, I would say, hopefully before she can react, I would say I kind of grab for her hand. She's thinking about ways to escape because whatever job she had here is done. And she's actually not worried about what happens, what consequences come. She has been following instructions of someone. The reason I say someone is because I don't know if I already technically knew from the past games or not. Someone called Mishka, and that there would be payment and city will be destabilized. She knows that she can escape if imprisoned, and the coil will approve. So I'd say guilty, yeah.
All right.
Which
So you all go to grab her now, I guess.
Oh, I already grabbed her hand.
Axel will fully, at this point, just kick into high gear and try and restrain her, similar to how I did with like the lich way back when. Grapple. She ain't going anywhere.
All right. So everybody grabs her. She's not really fighting. We no use with a 20 like that. She smiles. Everybody seems really confused. Mr. Ramscake says, "Oh, surely the Sale Council will help her out. This is an outrage." Ludmilla smiles and looks over at Rodak. Guess I poisoned the wrong one. You got a flute?
Yeah, no shit.
Have you got a flute in your pocket, or are you just happy to see?
Unfortunately for you, madam, I am incapable of having flutes in my pockets.
Just saying that to Rodak. Okay, you lead her off. And Rodak, you do indeed have a flute in your pocket.
Okay, yeah. Wait, when did I get a flute? The fuck?
Sleight of hand of 32.
Oh.
Yes. Alright, so
Flute of us.
well done. They lead her off. And you hear, as she's being led off, in a clang of dwarvish arms. You'll hear from me again.
Oh god, I hope not.
Can we just kill her?
Yeah, we should just kill her. This is why
thing
torture
is-
works.
No, and the thing is, we know she knows she will escape, so I don't know how much this capture will actually. We might actually see her knowing that she knows she'll get away with it.
One of the guards.
Mishka is who?
One of the guards go up to Farwater and says, "Well, Your Majesty, I guess that clears your name. You're all free to go."
Lilith Mishka is, in our assumptions, the main person leading the pro-Black Oblivion team we're going against. Presumably. We don't know for 100% certain, but it's pretty guessable.
Yeah, some of us made a deal / alliance with other ship a while back. And I don't know how that's going to turn out for us.
What did you do?
Oh, we betrayed everyone.
Yeah, yeah, it was quite a
We
wild
will
time.
deal with Mishka eventually.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I will say that if you are currently hearing me and you're in the session, which is all you guys, please add 1775 to your total XP.
Yeah. 1775. I'm not good at math.
No, me
I'm not good
neither.
at math.
So,
85,000 plus that.
I may later need you to tell me how much I'm supposed to have, because till this point it was blank.
oh, okay, I'll calculate. Don't worry.
86775.
I have 48,000, but that's the same amount I had when I was level 9, so...
Okay, I'll do some math. Don't stress. Don't stress. Okay. So, firstly, I'm going to say goodbye, stream. I'm going to tell you guys some behind the scenes something. Bye, stream. See you next week.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.